Hi everyone, I'm Stacey Kelly, a one-to-one diet consultant and the founder of Early Years Storybox. If you like this video, please do give it a like, share it, and do give me a comment because I love to hear from you all. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'll be adding loads more videos. Enjoy! Hi everyone, I'm Stacey and today I'm going to talk about the importance of self-love on your weight loss journey. Now, when you first start your weight loss journey, this is really hard because I know from experience, 5 months ago I was 14 stone 3, probably at my lowest point. Didn't like what, well, it was more strong than didn't like, but didn't like what I saw in the mirror. Just weren't a fan of myself. So at that point, if someone had said to me, you know, you need to love yourself just as you are, it felt an impossible task. But the problem is that in order for you to get to your goal, you have to treat yourself well. Now, I always use the analogy, if you've got children, sometimes you will, well, quite often, we do what's right for them, not necessarily what they want. And it's a form of love, because you know you have to guide them in the right path. So they might stomp their feet, have a tantrum, but because you love them, you will do what's right for them, not necessarily what they want. Now, it's the same thing for ourselves. We have to, in order to get to our goal, we have to do what's right for us and not give in to what we want. Now, in order to do that, it's the same concept with your children as it is for yourself. You have to love yourself, because in order to make the right decision for yourself, you've got to love yourself to do it. Because quite often when we don't love ourselves, we treat ourselves with disrespect. When you respect something and you care for it, you will do what's right for it. I always use the analogy of shoes as well. So if you had a pair of Jimmy Choo shoes, you would keep them in the box, you would keep them looking sparkling, you would not trudge them through the mud, you wouldn't do any of that because you love and respect the shoes. The shoes have value to you. So you'll put them in the cupboard and you will do what's right to keep those shoes neat and tidy. A pair of wellies is the opposite. You don't care about wellies. You'll put them on, you'll trudge through the mud, you'll sling them in the boot of your car. And this is the thing, it's like yourself. If you treat yourself like a pair of wellies, you're not going to do what it takes to get to goal. You know, if you love and respect yourself, you will treat yourself in a different way to how you will treat yourself if you don't. And it's really, really hard because at the beginning, like I say, I was not a fan of myself whatsoever. But what I learned is that I had to respect myself now and love myself now in order to make the decisions that were right for me. You know, if I wanted to look like a pair of Jimmy shoes at the end of the journey, I couldn't treat myself like a pair of wellies, because the thing is, if you took them Jimmy Choos and you walked them through the mud and you slung them in the boot and did not respect them, they wouldn't stay the way that they look. They wouldn't stay nice looking. And it's the same for ourselves. We have to treat ourselves with love and care and respect in order for us to make sometimes hard decisions that are not easy to get us to where we need to be. So little things that I did. I started doing my nails. I know it sounds silly, but I started painting my nails. I started getting up in the morning and getting dressed, because I know that sounds ridiculous, but there were days when I just couldn't even be bothered getting dressed. I felt so low. So little things. If you wear makeup, do a little bit of makeup. Do your nails. Also, another thing, we always are very goal-based. So we look forward and think, when I get to goal, I'm going to buy, you have your skinny jeans hung. Well, I had my skinny jeans hung on the door that I was going to wear. But it's important to feel nice now. So go out and buy a pair of jeans that you feel nice in now. And if you don't feel nice in them now, that's fine. Listen, you are where you are and you have to accept where you are. But if you, for instance, could buy a pair of jeans one size smaller so that it won't take you long to get into that next size, and you might think, oh, I need to save money, like what's the point? I'll only be in them for a month. There's every point, because those jeans, when you get into the next size down, even though you might only be in for a few weeks before you drop another size, you will feel a sense of achievement. You will feel good about yourself, and it will feed this element of self-love and self-care. And it also gives the message that you are worth it. Do you know what? So what if you wear a 20 quid, 30 quid pair of jeans for 4 weeks? So what? Gift them to someone else, send them to a charity shop. They will have a purpose after you, and for that month it is worth it if they make you feel nice, because the nicer you feel about yourself, the better you are going to treat yourself. And in always, you think, oh, eating that takeaway or that glass of wine, that is not treating yourself well, because it's not doing what you need to do to get where you need to be. And if where you need to be in order to feel mentally better and to feel better about yourself is losing 3 stone, then you need to make the decisions to get yourself there. And honestly, self-love is absolutely the key. You have to respect yourself now. You have to try to love yourself now. And negative self-talk, I'm rubbish, I'm useless, or, I'm just little things. We say it all the time. Don't do it. Stop yourself. I say to all the people I work with, put a band on your wrist. And every time you say something like, oh, I'm useless, or, oh, I'm rubbish, ping it and turn it round and say the opposite. I am capable of anything I put my mind to, because the better we speak to ourselves, the better we feel. The better we feel, the better we act. All of our actions stem from how we feel. And how we feel very much stems from our beliefs about ourselves and our programming. So if we can get them inner beliefs and that programming to be that of self-worth, self-care, self-respect, then you are more likely to do the things that you need to do in order to get where you need to be. Like I said with the children, our children, we don't always give them what they want because it's not always good for them. And that's what we need to be like with ourselves. We're going to want that wine and we're going to want that takeaway, but it's not good for us. If we don't want to be where we are and we want to get 3 stone lighter, then we need to act in a way that's going to get ourselves there. So even though we want the takeaway and we want the wine, we need to love ourselves enough to do what's right for us. Do the right thing, not the easy thing. And that's something I live by always. Always do the right thing, not the easy thing. Love yourself, respect yourself now, and do what you can in order to do that. Good luck on your journey. I'm sure you will smash it, but always, always be kind to yourself and speak nicely about yourself, always.